Hey guys, SerpentX here. I wanted to answer or address a couple of concerns that have been brought to my attention, especially for my wife. First off is, why am I continuing to mine? The market's going down. It's not as profitable as it used to be, so why bother? There's a couple of reasons why, but I'm going to show some numbers first, and then I'll go into details. Currently, my 1080 Ti, which was averaging anywhere between $5 to $6 a day, is now only getting $3, sometimes barely even $2, like $2, $1.98. So that's tanked pretty hard. I only have one 1080 Ti in this system. But I'm gonna go ahead and stop mining for right now using Awesome Miner. It's automatically switching between the coins I personally selected, because of the market the way it is, some of the coins are not profitable. We just got back up over the 8,000 mark, but earlier this morning we severely dropped down to well, not so much on Bitcoin but Ethereum. Let's see here. So for the past day, I saw this morning, we've been sitting above the 5s in Ethereum, and then it just dropped like a rock between 640 and 720, and then dropped some more. It picked back up, and now it's leveling off right below that 500 mark. I'm hoping with Bitcoin going back up, Ethereum will rise, but Ethereum's been kind of on its own thing lately. Basically, EOS and all these ICOs that are accepting Ethereum in exchange for tokens, for services, promise once the ICO goes live or what have you. I don't really like to dive too much into those. I'll let the other channels look at that. But you can tell that Ethereum's kind of been on its own trend, where all the other coins would rise and fall with Bitcoin, but Ethereum's kind of doing its own thing. And you can see in the past, I think there was one most recently. Yeah, basically, so around March here, there was a big drop, and you can catch it on Twitter. I forgot who posted it, but there was a big drop in Ethereum pricing because one of the ICOs, EOS, basically transferred their money from an EOS wallet to a Bittrex wallet, sold a bunch of Ethereum, and that kind of hit the Ethereum market kind of hard. So that kind of set the tone for the rest of the market. All these ICOs that got a certain amount of Ethereum, especially some of them holding a decent majority of it, basically if they decide to sell all of it at once, they can hurt the Ethereum market pretty bad. Decide to, it's kind of unfair. It's kind of like the whales with Bitcoin. You got the few that have so much of a certain currency, so basically whatever they do is how it impacts the market. And going back to my first question, why are you continuing to mine with the market not performing as well as it used to? That's because when I first started this, it was fun. It was fun to trade this currency, for said product to said services, or to just stack up the amount of currency, maybe exchange it for another. There wasn't as many altcoins, obviously, because altcoins really only picked up more recently. But back when I actually had 30 Bitcoin, it was all about collecting it and obtaining it. It's kind of like gold. You want it because it's a precious resource that people will always, in our minds, honor. And of course, the dollar isn't backed by the gold standard. I don't think anything's backed by the gold standard anymore, but gold is still valuable in our eyes. So we want to obtain it and hang on to it as much as possible. So I'm going to continue to mine, not only because I believe in the currencies I'm mining, but because it's fun. I like it. It's a hobby. It's something that I like to do on the side. Yes, I'm losing $60 to $80 a month in electricity because I'm not selling my currency. I'm holding my currency, or hodl. But the overall goal is that one day it will rise back up. It could be worth nothing tomorrow. It could be worth nothing a week from now, a month from now, a year from now. But until that time arises, I'm gonna hold, and when that currency does pick up, become mainstream, because a lot of these currencies haven't gone mainstream yet. They're not widely accepted. They're not widely, utilized. The blockchain is really where the main focus of crypto is turning towards, because you can do so much on the blockchain, from tracking packages to verifying that a certain product is a valid product, a genuine product, rather than a fake product. So I think blockchain is really going to take off. Obviously, we got so many cryptos out there, it's ridiculous. But if you believe that a certain currency is going, and you've done your research, and you believe that this certain currency is going to take off, then mine it. I mean, what is it going to hurt? You wasted electricity. If you can't afford electricity, then I don't mind. But if you can afford, $60, $80 extra a month on electricity, 4 cards, 5 cards, 6 cards, whatever, then you'll be completely fine. We did pick back up here right before I started making this video, around 5:50 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's now 2 hours later, or almost 2 hours later, and we picked up. I'm happy we're over the 8,000 mark. We're leveling off. Be nice to see us get back up into above 11,000. When that will happen, there's plenty of channels that have their speculation and predictions. I'm not going to speculate. I'm just going to gather the coins and hang on to it. With pricing the way it is, we would figure the GPU market would be getting better, but it's not really getting better. And I just got scammed on an eBay card not even a week ago. So I had to get my new card, get my accounts locked down, all that good stuff, which my wife, if you heard her sigh, is not too happy about that. But I just saw something that was really going for a good price that I should have known was unheard of, but I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna buy it just in case it is legit, and I got it. So Newegg, the lowest 1066 gig is going to be around 330 plus shipping, so 335. Then the 1070s is going to be around $600 still. Yes, you can go on eBay and get a 1070 secondhand, but it's a risk we play, especially if the account that you're buying from has been compromised. So be extremely careful. Let's try to sort this by the lowest price first. A lot of this is for parts only, pre-owned. That's actually not bad, but see, I'm not sure if these are legit. So the secondhand GPU market, some people are getting out, and this would be a good time if you obviously research the person first. I don't know, I researched the person, I got scammed too. Just be careful, because I mean, it could be a hoax, it could be a scam, it could be whatever. Just be careful. The we're sitting around the 200s for a 1070, which is a really damn good deal. Matter of fact, this Zotac 1070's got my eye, so I'll keep an eye on that. We'll see how things go. Some of these parts are torn to hell or ran ragged, and now miners don't want them, so they're selling them. It's definitely going to be worth taking a look at. Now, just because they were mined 24/7 doesn't mean they're not a good card. A lot of people have this misconception that, oh, it's been running 24/7, oh, it's been mined, oh, it's gonna be crap. That's not necessarily true. As Tech Yes City has said, a lot of the video cards are undervolted and they're running at below 70 degrees Celsius, so you're not even pushing those cards as hard as they could. Yes, the memory might be overclocked to hell, but those cards that, even though they're mining 24/7, are not being mined. They're not mining at their hardest or fullest potential. So they should run great for a long time. At least run great enough to last you a year, 2 years by the time you upgrade to your next video card. So take a look at the secondhand market before you go spending almost $200 over MSRP on the official channels like Newegg, Amazon, whatever. Just look at PC Part Picker. Just keep mining. I'm gonna keep mining. You do what you want. You don't want to mine, great. Get out of the market, sell your cards. If you want to keep mining, I'm down there with you. I believe crypto one day will take off. Yes, we're hitting a dip. Yes, it's low. This is not even a dip. This is where it's supposed to be. So we're leveling off. It's not the end of the world, people. So just wanted to address those couple of concerns, and I hope that yeah, that you'll keep going true and troll other people as they have. I love this right here. Your Lambo is on the way, mates. That's great. All right, guys, like, share, subscribe, and comment below, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. Appreciate it.